Hey everyone, Jeff here, Mobile Motivation, Coach Jeff. And today's part 5 of effective communication is how to handle conflict, right? So conflict invariably is going to surface in your professional and personal lives. And, how do you deal with that? So I have a little step process just to kind of, give you a rubric, grease the skid so that you could understand a little bit better and entrance into conflict with a more mindful and strong position, right? So number one is we usually appreciate about something about other people or a lot of things, right? So we have to keep that in mind that it's not really an adversarial relationship here. We actually like the person and we have an issue. Number two is issues are normal, right? So we all have issues, all sorts of different issues. Issues abound for various reasons. So we just have to normalize that that's at play. They either pop up or they're historic as patterns. And so we can address either one of those, right? Number three is just try to stay out of a defensive position. So you're going to address this and then you're going to have to listen to what the person says back to you. And if you get defensive, then, that's not good business. And so I like to use I statements, not blaming language. So, when you do this, I have this reaction, or when I observe you doing this, I feel or think this, instead of you always do this, or you make me so angry, or some blaming language, right? Another thing to remember is timing. Timing's important, right? So we don't want to do it if we're in a rush. We want to have space to be able to think this through together. I like a mindset too of like trying to have a win-win. So if I listen, I can try to compromise sometimes and get at the other person's perspective. Take a break if you need it, right? So that's another principle, is taking a break. If it gets heated, we got to refrain from doing and saying things that we really don't want to do because we're triggered and we're in fight or flight, right? So we want to avoid that. And, trust the process. It might not be a one and done kind of thing. It might take some time. So, it might be a step process. So sometimes the conversation's one and done, and that's great. You arrived at some clarity through an issue. Other times it takes concerted effort over time to solve it. So, those are some things to think about when you have to address conflict next time, and take that to the bank. Take care.